Hello, Teacher Tribe. Welcome to another week. My name is Allison Wright. For those who are new, I am a second grade teacher in Treasure Coast, Florida. For those who are returning, thank you for being a part of the Teacher Tribe. So today is Monday, September 18th, and it is way past dismissal time. Remember to take a breath. Normally, I try and record the moment I walk in, but because of custodial changes, when I got back to my room, custodial was already here, so it worked out to my benefit. But I got so caught up in doing plans and updating my planner that it is just after 5, and I just remembered I didn't record. So I had 18 out of my 19 friends today. My friend who wasn't here last week, Friday, because she apparently caught a cold, was not here again today. So hopefully she'll be back tomorrow because we did our STAR math test, which is our state test for PM1. And she was my only friend who I don't have who did it. Surprisingly enough, my kiddos did pretty well on it. And I'm not sure if that's changed from iReady, because their iReady diagnostics, like my high students, are coming up as level 1s on their iReady diagnostic, but then STAR is showing that they're on grade level. So it's weird. I don't know how to justify the difference between the two of them, but I know who my highs are, I know who my lows are. And regardless of their score, I still put them in order from high to lows, and it matches up with what I see. So it still works out in a way. So I'm playing catch up with my plans right now, so I'm a little distracted. So today was a pretty good day. My friend was here. Because he was here, he did show up about 30 minutes late, so he missed, of course, he missed his speech pullout, but he was here. He was here enough to get his other pullouts and his other services. But when he comes 30-40 minutes late from when school starts, he's missing one of his services. So and because he was here today, the ESC push-in was able to work with him today. So I was able to get caught up on some grades because there are certain things I have to grade a little tricky for him because he's not. So as I explained to you all, if he has an assignment, or if the class has an assignment that's 20 questions, he has to get it modified to maybe 5 or 6. And then out of that 5 or 6, I grade it. Even with those 5 or 6 that he's getting help with, he's still failing everything. So, and then I have to document, modified number of assignments with the spelling words. We have spelling words again tomorrow, but he just took the spelling words from last week today because he wasn't here. So I had the ESC push-in give him 5 out of those 10 spelling words, the easiest 5, and he didn't get a single one right. So she's reading him the word, and I don't know how to spell that. We're like, well, did you study? And of course he's looking at me like, study? Like, it's... So I gave him a heads up. I told him tomorrow the class is taking another spelling quiz. So what she did was she picked 5 out of the 10 words for tomorrow, wrote them on a paper, stapled them to the test he just took today, and sent it home so mom or whoever can study those 5 words with him for tomorrow. He had his spelling words. It's not like this is a brand new thing, but now we're giving him the specific 5 that he is going to be tested on. So we'll see if he studies them tonight. The rest of my class did pretty good today. We got through everything that needed to be done. Funny thing is, one of my kiddos, mom is a teacher here. She's a kindergarten teacher, and I have her daughter. Her birthday's really tomorrow, but because dad accidentally forgot to take off the birthday and they still wanted to celebrate it, they told her birthday was today. And the funny thing is, she never put 2 and 2 together that her birthday's tomorrow, not today. So I acted as if today was her birthday. She walked in, I gave her the happy birthday bracelet. She didn't want the crown to wear, and she brought in snacks, no cupcakes, but she brought in snacks. I let her pass out her snacks, and we said happy birthday and everything. It was hilarious. And she really didn't click that she's writing the date at the top, and it never, anywho. I thought that was kind of funny, but they're just the fact that her parents are telling her today's her birthday so they can celebrate it today, even though it's really tomorrow. So I thought that was hilarious. But it was a good day today, Teacher Tribe. I cannot complain overall. I did get a lot accomplished, great planning wise, because I told you I was doing that. That's why I'm just now recording. But for the sake of the weather, I am going to head out now. So I will see you all tomorrow for Tuesday. Bye, Teacher Tribe. Hi, Teacher Tribe. Happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, September 19th. Yeah, 19th, and it is just past dismissal time. Remember to take a breath. I had to take another one. Today was a good day. I'm not going to really complain. My only real issue today was talking. During resource, we had a few hiccups. And because of those hiccups, they didn't have recess today. So they owed me time yesterday because we had I can't even call it a fire drill because it was not a drill. That was planned. Apparently a teacher was popping popcorn and set off the smoke alarm. Anywho, we had to go outside. We acted as if it were a drill. We did everything fast, even though it was the real deal. But we didn't know that at the time. So while we're outside, they're supposed to walk. They know where we walk out. Once they get there, they turn around and line up facing the building. We had a few of my boys that wanted to crowd towards the back and talk. And then some of the girls started talking in the front. So they know when we do this, because that was like our third or fourth time so far this year doing a fire drill or doing that situation. They know they're not supposed to talk. The whole class was talking. And it was a situation where when they were on the overhead saying all clear or they're trying to figure out what the situation is, whatever, we could barely hear them because everyone was talking. So I took off time from recess. It was supposed to be 2 minutes that they owed me. And I think I eventually got up to 3, but then they finished the day pretty okay. So I gave them back a minute. So they owed me 2 minutes. Today now, resource. There was a sub for music today. And whenever they're going to the opposite side of the school, one of my co-workers is gracious enough to take them to and from for me. Well, I took them there because I had to go to the office, but she picked them up for me. So apparently, while she was waiting to collect my students who were causing havoc in the music room, they were also giving issues walking over here. So mind you, it took them a good 10 minutes just to walk from the other side of the class of the school to me. That's 10 minutes into their recess time. Then after they got to me, that teacher explained the situation to me. And of course I was not happy because now you're making me look bad. I'm your teacher. You should know better. We've had conversations about this. Now I have 2 teachers, the substitute and the teacher who carried them, who knows how my class was behaving. We don't do that. So we get to my room. I tell them to walk in here and don't say a word. You already owe me 2 minutes, but now I'm hearing X, Y, and Z. So I gave them a chance to kind of like salvage themselves. Or should I say snitch on each other? And that's exactly what happened. I had one of my good students who I trust very well tell me another boy was doing X, Y, and Z. I said, oh really? Okay, you can go clip down. And then of course that friend wasn't gonna go down alone. I was running around with with A and B. I said, all right, y'all can go clip down too. Anyone else? Anyone else need to tell me about a situation that y'all had? Like what else is going on? So all of that happened before I even started the timer. So by the time all of the snitching was done and I started the timer for the time that they owed me, they had no recess left over. And they have no one to blame but themselves. And I don't feel bad at all. Right after that for math, we did our topic 2 test. For the topic 2 test, it was only 1 sheet front and back, which I did not take out of my Turnitin bin. So I'll probably do that when I'm done recording, or maybe just wait till tomorrow. That was for math. It wasn't a long test. So right after the test, I had them, I was very hesitant too, but I wanted to give them something fun because we were supposed to do a project, but I forgot about the project, so I didn't get the pieces together. So I figured, you know what, let me do a Kahoot. They loved doing Kahoots. I think all my kids, maybe because I make it so competitive, every time I have a new class, they love doing Kahoots. So I got them excited for it. They did straighten up the rest of the day. So I let them do the Kahoot right after everyone finished their test. It was a quick one. We got through that, and that was math. Reading now was poems. Because I wanted to wait for my my special friend to have his aide come in to work with him for the spelling quiz. He doesn't get all 10 words like everybody else does. He only gets 5 of those 10 words. And I wanted her to give him that one-on-one attention. I didn't give my students the test because I wanted them to do everything else that was for a grade, which is the poem. So we did the worksheet as a class where they're labeling the different poetry features, alliteration, repetition, blah, blah, blah. We did that whole group. They copied it, they put it away, they took out their magazine. We read the magazine. I only had them identify the rhyming pairs. So there's 5 rhyming pairs, 10 words total. Underline the words that rhyme. They brought it up to me. I graded it. We moved on. But it did take them a long time to do that. Most of them got 3s, which is great. There were a few that underlined some random stuff and didn't do so great. I think only one friend had a 2. Out of my 19, I had one friend who's been out since Friday. I messaged mom just to kind of check up on her. She should be back tomorrow. Her fever was gone, but she still had apparently a bad cough. So she's gonna have a lot of things to make up tomorrow. What else? I want to say that was pretty much it. For content after MTSS, we did a Nearpod on Independence Day. For Constitution Day, if I remember correctly, was yesterday. So today was Constitution Day Part 2, talking about Independence Day and why it's important, blase, blase. So that's how we ended the day. Never had the chance to do the spelling quiz. So they got lucky. I said, you guys got an extra night, because first thing in the morning, we're taking that spelling quiz, because I wanted to have them do their vocab quiz tomorrow. Vocab test tomorrow. So all of the Unit 1 vocabulary words, they're going to get tested on that tomorrow, which is going to be in Kahoot format. And then their Unit 1 test is going to be on Thursday. So tonight, they're told to study vocab and study spelling. So they got an extra night. They got a little freebie. But besides that, it was a pretty good day. It was productive. And I'm pretty happy with how productive it was. I'm not even going to complain about the lack of work that certain friends did or didn't do. But besides that, overall, parents were already contacted, so I'm not even going to complain to you about it. I'm leaving it in the mama's hands, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, Teacher Tribe. Hi, Teacher Tribe. Believe it or not, today is Friday Eve, September 21st. Okay, as I was saying, today is September 21st, and it is past dismissal time. Well, technically, dismissal time is still happening. Remember to take a breath. Yesterday, no recording was done because I had to rush out of here because I had to go and meet with my teammates. We had a school fundraiser yesterday at Texas Roadhouse. And if you go and purchase any food, 10% of your receipt or 10% of your purchase goes towards our school. So myself and 2 of my teammates at the last second decided we're gonna go. So they got their kids and we went up there. So never had the chance to record because I had a potential permanent sub come visit me, tell her a little bit about how I run my room, and talking, trying to entice her, come fill in for my class for a quarter. And then right after I was done talking with her, it was time to go and eat. So never had the chance to record. Today though, my friend who has been absent since last week Friday because she had the flu came back today. So I got her caught up on all the things. No, I'm missing one thing. So 4 out of the 5 graded things that she needed to do, I got her caught up, and she's just missing one more assignment, which I'll probably help her with and get through tomorrow. But it was a pretty good day. I had all of my kiddos here today. My friend has been here all week. I want to say on time too. So if he comes tomorrow, I might let him go to Treasured Box just for being here. Maybe that'll entice him to come next week on time too. There's no school next week Monday, so I want to pretty much get him here as much as I can. Again, he's getting his accommodations. God bless what work is actually being done. But I was so stressed yesterday anyways that I just kind of ignored him mostly. I don't want to say I ignored him. I didn't refocus him as much as I should have. And then on top of that, we had Kona Ice today. So Kona Ice is the little snow cones, the trucks that come, and we collected money prepaid, and it was a hot mess express. Not to mention it was right before lunch. So, which you think is a good thing because we just have to kind of finish math a little early, go out to parent pickup, they get their snow cone, and then we take them straight to the cafeteria. I don't know who came up with letting them do that right before lunch, because right after lunch, when they're all hyped up on sugar, we have to get them to sit down and focus on a reading test. That was not thought through. But that was like the haha knee slapper of the day. But believe it or not, my class average I think was 53, which is still a little bit on the higher end. Guys, like, I may be like putting the fear of God into my students when I speak with them very sternly when they're talking so much, but they're actually listening to me. Like, when I teach them, they're actually absorbing, because yeah, they don't talk back to me. I'm doing it. I feel like I'm talking to the wall and I'm doing the work myself, but their grades are showing the highest in second grade so far. So yeah. Even with math, I think with math I had a 55 class average and everyone else was in the 40s. So when we took the test today, which by the way, I had a lot of people finishing like the first 10 minutes, which is so annoying. Guys, take your time. You have the whole reading period to do it. Take your time, read it through. Then after the reading with the passages and the comprehension, they have the vocabulary, which is scattered from all 3 weeks. So it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that. Like, chill. 13 questions, and some of them finished it in 10 minutes. Like, anyhow, class average was 53. Could have been better. Could have been worse. Out of those who have taken it, most of the other classes are in the 40s. I think there was another class that had her whole class here, and she was, I think, 52, so she was close to us, but we're still in the lead. You know, I turn everything into a competition. But for the most part, it was a pretty good day. I wasn't really yelling as much as I have been. And the funny thing is, it's not only me. Like, when I'm yelling at them because they're not listening, or because they're talking too much, or they're not following the directions, I hear it next door too. Next door, that lady's screaming her head off more than I am. But yet again, I'm not screaming my head off that much. At certain points, I just pull up Class Dojo and start taking off dojos. I'll just sit there, pull Class Dojo from the screen to my computer screen, and I just sit here, click, look around, see who's talking, click, don't even say anything. Then when they kind of get settled down, I take off the dojo, the noise goes off, and then that will shut them up so quick when they hear that noise. A lot of times though, when they hear the noise, they'll stop talking, but then they'll start all over again. Then I just started all over again too and take off another dojo. So it's really on them. What got to them was at the end of the day. Remember, snack time is not mandatory. I choose to give them snack. I had them shut down their computers before content. Quietly, do not speak, because if you speak, you are not getting snack. And of course, there were a few of them that couldn't help themselves to talk. So, did the same thing with pulled up dojo. Every person that was talking and lost a dojo did not get snack today. So I want to say half the class did not get snack, and the other half, I let them eat their snack. And I don't care that half of them sat there watching the other half, because they knew better. I warned them, and they still continued to run their mouth. Besides that, it was a great day. Besides these little hiccups that we keep having. But I'm gonna just wrap it up there, Teacher Tribe. Tomorrow is Friday. Thank God. We made it. So let me read my emails and try and be out of here in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Bye, Teacher Tribe. Hi, Teacher Tribe. Happy Fun Friday. Today is Friday, September 22nd. and it is way past dismissal time. I'm trying to record quickly. Remember to take a breath. I saw custodial. I'm a little late coming back to my room. I got caught up talking, and you know how long custodial takes in my room, so I'm trying to speed it up. Today was an awesome day, despite all the complications. And I say complications because I think on our team we had 2 teachers out. One of them got coverage, one of them didn't, so we split. Out of the split class, for the teacher that had to split, I normally get 3. One wasn't here, so I had 2, which normally isn't a problem, but I had all 19 kids here, so I ran out of desks. So I had one at the table and I had one at my spare desk. No big deal. But then we had another teacher who has a scheduled split at the end of the day because she had a doctor's appointment. So I knew I was getting more kids. So I was like, okay, where am I gonna put them? Coincidentally, they never came to my room. So whoever was supposed to come to my room ended up going to another teacher's room. She ended up having so many kids, she just put on a movie for the remainder of the day. So I'm not complaining. But it was a great day. We got through so many things. I got caught up with grades. I passed things out. So my desk is clear-ish. We started Unit 2 today. So Unit 2, where's the magazine? So the Unit 2 magazine is Characters Facing Challenges, which is my favorite unit because we have Ye Shen. So for those who don't know Ye Shen, it is a folk tale version of Cinderella. But we don't read it until week 2. But still, I'm excited. I love that story. And then at the end of week 2, which coincidentally is all gonna be next week Friday, thankfully, I can put on the cartoon version of Ye Shen at the end of reading, which is about 25, almost 30 minutes. So, hopefully we'll be able to squeeze it in because day 5 is normally, spelling quiz day, blah, blah, blah. So hopefully I can work that in there. What else did we do today? Math, we did 3-3. It was a pretty basic day, but we got through everything. And even though they owed me a lot of time for Fun Friday because their mouse just wouldn't stop, they still had fun. I think they ended up having 25 minutes of Fun Friday. I wanted to start them from Fun Friday from the moment the other teacher's class split, which would have been from 3 o'clock. So they would have had a good 45 minutes for Fun Friday. But no. MTSS students came back a little late. Then I had to start the timer for the clock for the timer that they start the timer for the time that they owed me, and then I released them for Fun Friday. I even kind of joined in and played with them on Dojo Island. So it was a really good day. I cannot complain. As you see, I'm all smiles today. I didn't do a lot of yelling because I just ended up taking away time that they ended up serving before Fun Friday. And every time I saw someone who would move, because they had to be statues, college ready, sitting up tall, bubbles in their mouth. Well, I don't require bubbles, but they're so accustomed to bubbles in their mouth from 1st grade that a lot of times they just automatically do it. Didn't require it, but they do it. So as long as they were sitting there quietly and not moving, the moment I see somebody start playing with their nails or doing something that they're not supposed to be doing as a statue, I ended up adding 30 seconds to their timer. So I think they ended up having a total of 15 minutes instead of 12 minutes that they owed me because I had to keep adding the 30 seconds because someone would start moving. Either some of them started leaning on their hand and then 30 seconds. Once they see it, they kind of straighten back up or whatever. Our friend today has been here all week. I was gonna let him go to Treasure Box. I might still let him go on Tuesday just because of the fact that he was here all week, but his attention was non-existent. Normally, sometimes I'll get him to focus for a minute or 2 before he gets distracted. Today, it was not there. It was not there at all. And to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything to you. I let him sit there, but I did not give him Fun Friday. He did not earn his Fun Friday today. So everyone who owed me time, I let him, well, he had an accommodation anyways during the time of Fun Friday, but he came back a little early. So when he came back, I'm like, you know what? Just eat your snack and watch everybody else play watch everyone else play because of the fact that, we're not gonna have time for you to do anything else. But he chose to sit there. Oh well. All right, custodial is at my door. It was an amazing week, Teacher Tribe. Please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if there's anything you want me to show you more or talk more about. And I will see you all next week, Tuesday, No School Monday. Bye, Teacher Tribe.